Did it. Welcome to your practice. Please find a comfortable cross-legged seat. Take a moment to, you can think about your pelvis like a bowl, right? Like a cereal bowl. Doesn't quite look like that, but in our minds that'll work. And your sit bones and your tailbone kind of are at the very base of that. And you can rock your pelvis. And so you can rock and kind of be on the back of your sit bones, and you feel like your weight's going that way. And you can rock and like kind of tilt, be on the front of your sit bones. It feels like you're kind of leaning forward. And do that like 2 or 3 times, and try to find that like when you come upright, your body's not falling backward or forward. Then, once you find that stability, allow the spine to kind of sprout up, straight up from the bowl of the pelvis. Relax your shoulders. Feel your rib cage perched on your spine. Feel your skull perched on your neck. Breathe in and out through your nose. And feel into this sense of a foundation at your base, that your pelvis is not tilting forward or back, that there's an ease in being upright. Now, experience your rib cage, the upper part of your torso. Your rib cage can expand really on all sides. And so consciously expand your rib cage on all sides, almost like a sphere, expanding in all directions when you inhale. And on the exhale, contracts on all sides. Be aware of your front chest and the front ribs. Be aware of your side ribs. Even be aware of your back ribs expanding together. There's even a sense of the breath filling upward and pushing downward, because a sphere has all sides. In between the ribs and the pelvis is the digestive organ body and your lumbar, your low back. What you're going to do is you're going to put one hand on your belly, this, and one hand behind you like that. So your hands are like kind of there's like a straight line between your hands connecting them. Got to change the camera angle again. And you can articulate your low back. So just keep breathing like we've been working on. Try to keep your pelvis kind of balanced. And then sit your low back a little bit so your belly muscles will draw in and your low back gets a little full. You're not really rounding, you're just filling it in. Breathe here. Notice how this makes your nervous system feel. You're not rounding your back, you're just sitting back into your spine. Then do the opposite, where you articulate that low back. You kind of bring it in. You'll probably grow a couple inches. Like if you have a driver's license photo coming up, you'll want to do this version. Bring your low back in. You'll actually feel the belly get longer. It kind of stretches slightly. And it lifts up the body. This is going to be more activating to your nervous system and pretty essential for standing upright. Good. Sit back again. Like let that low back fill in. You'll feel your belly muscles kind of fold in a little bit, but you're not necessarily rounding. On the camera, it looks good. Looks like you're all just sitting upright still. Inhale, bring it in and up. Articulate, we'll call it tip the pelvis. So the low back goes in. And you'll feel like almost You might feel too upright, but for some of you, it's just sitting upright. And now go back and forth 3 or 4 more times. Breathe in each position and feel how the spine articulates through the core, through the low back. You don't have to keep using the hands. They're just there to give you awareness. As you're practicing, think about your own posture and which version, like where in this spectrum of articulating the low back feels the most, don't even worry about balance, just feels the most good on your posture, feels the most like ease and comfort. You could stay there for the longest period of time. Good. Hold it, find that place, breathe there, and then just start to move the neck. See if that relationship in your low back can kind of stay as you give some, maybe some half neck rolls or just tilting it side to side, nice and slow. And turn and twist the neck. Breathe. Draw a circle with your nose, not too big. Lift the chin up high. Drop the chin low. See if you want to change your low back position at all. And then come back upright. Awesome. Take your left arm up high to the sky. Just stretch that whole side body. Notice if your right sit bone gets heavier and maybe balance it back out. Keep stretching up that side. Good. Bring that hand down. Let's go to the other side. Breathe here. Come back down. Awesome. Let's come to a standing posture to continue our warm-up because we're building an energetic awareness of our low back core area through posture. Just stand to the side for a moment. And again, you can do the hand thing where your one hand's on your belly, one hand's on your low back. And notice if that articulation of the spine naturally changes by standing versus sitting. For me, it's naturally going in more than it was when I sit. You can soften your knees and then just sink the belly muscles back and fill in your low back, but you're not hunching over. You're just kind of sinking into yourself. You might feel a little less upright, but you're not exactly hunched over. You can check the camera to tell. Yeah, you're welcome to face forward and try it, or turn to the side to use the camera. Then do the opposite, where the low back comes in. You might find your knees naturally want to straighten here. Your belly muscle extends, and you'll feel like you're getting taller. But notice that both are actually upright if you look in the camera. Don't get me wrong, we can round, right? We can really hunch and round and get our head in front of our heart. But just work on this low back and core, moving forward and moving back. Do this 3 to 4 more times and breathe in these positions. Just noticing what feels good in your own body. Almost like you're challenging your own sense of what upright feels like. Challenging your habits. Good. Come back to whatever neutral feels like for you today. Inhale, bring your arms to the sky and just stretch your fingers up like you're sliding your palms up a glass wall. Breathe. Soften your belly muscles back a little bit and press down through your feet. Really engage your legs, pressing down through your feet. You'll feel your core tone. Put your hands on the front of your legs. Exhale, slide the hands down the legs, any amount. If you have blocks, you can put them on there. Inhale, extend your spine forward, flat back position. And try to lift your low back a little bit up. Don't round it, just lift it up so your core engages. As you lift your core up, push your feet down again. Really actively press into the floor. Great. Step it back to tabletop position. And then inhale, arch the spine, kind of the opposite direction. Let that low back drop in and stretch your belly. Exhale, lift the belly up, lift the low back up as you press down on the earth. Shift your weight into your right side and step your left foot out wide. Once you step your left foot out wide, shift your pelvis into that knee, so you're bending that knee, and then draw a circle with your hips. Do that 3 or 4 times. So you're letting your left knee bend and move to help draw hip circles. Good. Come back to tabletop. Inhale, dip your pelvis again, so you got the long belly and the back kind of goes in. And then reverse. Lift the belly into the low back as you push down on the ground. Step the right foot out. And these swirls with your hips. Doesn't matter which direction, or you can change direction. Just let the right knee kind of extend and bend based on your movement. Maybe swap the direction again. Opening up the muscles on the hips. Good. Come back to tabletop. One more time, arch the back, which is making the hammock shape, and then dome the back around it, which is a little, I don't know, it's bad language to say arch the back because this is also considered an arch. Good. Place your hands down if you're on blocks, back your knees up, and slowly lower all the way down to the mat. Inhale, squeeze your shoulders up and back and hold this for 3 breath counts. If you want, you can float your hands to stabilize your core a little more. Good. Push back to tabletop. And then pull your left knee in towards your nose as you lift your belly muscle up. Keep breathing. Good. Place that knee down. Inhale, pull your right knee in. Pull your nose towards it as you lift your belly muscles up. Keep breathing. Good. Place that back down. Stretch your left foot back. Tuck the toes as you press through the heel and push your weight back. You can use your hands to push your weight back. Breathe here. Good. Kickstand your right foot. Turn your body open. Bring your left arm to the sky. Good. Push down with your earth limbs. Push down on the floor. And now slowly arc your arm over to the front edge of your mat so you get a long side body stretch. Breathe here. Keep pressing down with all your earth limbs. Right hand, right knee, and left foot. Good. Come back to neutral. Tabletop. Extend your Right foot back, tuck the toes as you push through the heel. Breathe. Kickstand the left foot, turn it out, lift up. Push down with the down limbs as you reach up. Keep that downward pressure as you take that top arm over. Breathe. It's a nice side body stretch. Use your breath to expand your rib cage. Good. Bring it back to center. Tabletop again. Exhale. Pull your left knee in. Try to touch it with your nose. Squeeze. Lift your belly. Breathe here. Replace that knee. Squeeze. Bring in the right knee. Lift your belly muscles up as you breathe. Filling in your back body with breath. Good. Place that down. Back the knees up, and you can come onto your forearms for a forearm plank. You back your knees up. You can do it with straight legs if you want a little more challenge. You'll be here for about 5 to 6 breaths. Here, you're going to, if you have the camera available, you're going to lift your belly muscles, but you're not rounding your back. It's just that flat experience like the way we started with class. The low back fills in, but doesn't round. Deep breathing. Good. Drop your pelvis into the floor first, and then slide your collarbones forward and up, Sphinx posture, as the shoulder blades go down your back. Good. Stretch out your left hand as far in front of you as you can. Put your right hand out. You're going to lift and roll to your side. Your right side goes up. And then draw the right leg back behind you. So you're getting a long stretch along the front of your right hip. Breathe. Bring the leg back to center. Roll to the second side with the left hand coming back. The right hand outstretches, and you'll push onto your right side. Then take your left leg back behind you, any amount. So you stretch the front of your left hip. Breathe. Come back to center. Roll back onto your belly. Place the hands under your shoulders. Push down with your knee. You can come up into a plank and then back towards child's pose. Pushing into your hips. Wonderful. Walk the knees forward some. Inhale, roll up to kneeling shape. Turn your palms open and gently pull your elbows and shoulders back, broadening across your chest. Notice just by doing this action, did your low back go in and up, or is it full in the back? Without just changing anything, just notice and see if you can feel how this brings the low back in and up. Front opening. Good. Put the hands on the thighs, sit your hips back a little bit, and notice how this fills in the back, most likely. Just feel. You don't have to go look or touch. Just feel. Good. You can walk your hands forward on blocks or the floor, and then step your left foot forward and lean forward, pushing energy into your front hip stretch. Good. Press down through your front foot And then lift your back leg, back knee off the ground. Good. Drop back knee to the floor. Inhale, stretch your left arm out long like an airplane wing, way out. Push down with your feet. Lift your back knee off the ground. Feel how it stabilizes your core a little bit. Good. Lower that knee down. You're going to do one more time. This time you're going to extend your right hand. Some of you might be able to extend both hands and push down to lift up. You can use both hands if you want, engaging the core. But you want to be leaned out. Your body's a little bit on your front thigh, so we've got to filled in the low back. We're not arching our spine to lift up. We're engaging our core structure. Yes, better. Good. One or both hands, no problem. Bring that back knee down and step the knee back. Place your hands on your thighs. Sit your hips back. Notice what it feels like to have a full low back, but not necessarily rounded. Inhale, come all the way up. If you take your arms apart and back, you'll naturally open your chest and you'll naturally start to arch. Notice what that feels like. There's nothing wrong with it, but it is a little more activating. It can be hard to fall asleep with this kind of posture. It's usually meant to be like outward, projecting. Do it too much, you'll be seen as arrogant. Good. Sit back again. Notice the other one, just sinking back. This would be a quieter, more reflective sort of posturing, but it's also more stabilizing and grounding and calming on your core and nervous system. It releases pressure on the adrenal glands above your kidneys. Step the right foot forward and then rock your body weight forward over the front foot and hands. Breathe here. Once you've made the weight transfer, tuck your back toes, lift your back leg, both hands down for the first round. You want to push down with both feet. Push on the ground. This helps engages your core as well. And it balances your hips. Good job. Now just breathe. Good. Lower it down. You're going to extend your right hand way out, like lean over that thigh a little bit. And then push down on the ground with your earth limbs. There's 3 of them. Feel how it engages your core. Good. Bring it down. You're going to do the same thing. We'll put the left arm out, or if you want, both arms out like an airplane, but rest your body on your thighs. You push down. This will help keep your low back filled in, but not rounded. One arm's fine. Good. Bring that knee down. Both knees back. Slowly sit back. Walk your hands up. Open up. Breathe across the chest. Take your hands up. You can go up like a cactus or interlace behind the head. Press back with your head as you bring the elbows in a little bit. Good. Notice how this arches the back. You can sit your hips back and keep an arched back. Try it. Sit your hips back and keep the spine kind of arched a little bit. Just notice what happens. Good work. Inhale, come all the way up. Lift your arms up. Stare at your fingertips. And if you want to, draw your hands further back, which will continue to arch and extend your spine. You'll know where your edge is. Listen to your body. Excellent. Bring the hands down the front, rest them on your thighs, and start to sit back, filling in your low back again. Belly muscles. Soften them back towards the core. Breathe here. And then walk your hands out in front once again. Press down through both palms. You'll do kneeling plank on your arms or full plank on your arms. You choose, and practice keeping the core full again. Keep breathing, stay with it. Notice if you can feel how the core wants to collapse. It wants to arch. Resist, stay steady in your spine. Now, slow as you can, lower down to the earth. Push the elbows out in front and come up Sphinx pose, lifting and broadening your collarbones. Press down through your hips and down through your toes at the same time. Put your hands wider apart and a little further in front, and then straighten your arms if you'd like for like a kind of a Cobra Sphinx combo. Melt your chest, melt your ribs forward so your shoulder blades kind of draw towards each other on your back. Breathe here. Good. Melt into the mat and rest a moment. When you're ready, push into downward facing dog. We'll be here for about 5 or 6 breaths, maybe more. Long downward dog here. In your downward dog, notice what happens naturally in your downward dog. Does your low back feel more filled in, or does it feel more like it's drawn in, like it's arching? It really depends on the type of downward dog that you do. Depends on where you look with your gaze. If you look way out in front, you might start to arch a little bit. If you kind of keep your gaze towards your toes, it'll fill in. Can you feel that? Plant your right foot down. Inhale, lift your left leg high into the sky. Now, exhale, bring your shoulders over your hands and pull your knee into your chest. This should lift your belly muscles up. Hold it and breathe. Good. Go back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high into the sky. Exhale, pull it in as you bring your shoulders forward. Hold it and breathe as you lift up on the belly muscles. Step the foot back and then walk the feet to the front of your yoga mat, forward fold. And use your blocks for support. Push down on your blocks and stretch your chin forward for flat back pose. Exhale, release and shift your weight over your feet. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up, look up, and follow your fingertips with your gaze any distance back across the ceiling. Exhale, bow. Slide the hands down your legs, any amount. Push your hands against your shins and down, lifting your low back muscles up some, engaging the core. Inhale, stretch your chin forward. Exhale, step your right foot back and slowly plant the heel. Inhale, lift your arms up. Notice at what point does your spine start to arch, which it naturally will do. Be mindful. Exhale, place your hands at the front of your mat and step to the forward fold again. Inhale, reach your spine forward. Exhale, step your left foot back and slowly press the heel down. The back is full. Inhale, as you lift up, notice when the spine changes articulation. Let it be natural. Breathe. Exhale, place your hands down on the blocks and step to forward fold. Shift your weight over your feet. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, bend your knees, chair pose. Cut your fingertips to your knees and start to look down. Can you feel how your low back fills in? Push down through your feet. Inhale, lift your arms up high and notice as the spine starts to articulate and arch. Exhale, come back to neutral. Inhale, bring your left arm straight up high into the sky. Plant your left foot down and just keep reaching up. So you're just making the left side of your body as long as possible. And don't go over today. Just think length. Just think, I want to have the longest distance between my left fingers and my left toes. Good. Come back. And then do the same on the right side. Keep breathing as you do it. Thinking about, where is it easy? How can I expand my right ribs with my breathing? Maybe I could even get another inch of distance if I expand my ribs with my breathing. Keep your right leg heavy. Come back to center. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, bow, forward fold. Inhale, stretch your spine forward. Exhale, step your right foot back and slowly press through that heel. Use both legs, push down, inhale, come up. Notice how the spine changes. And at this time, as you bring your arms up, the back will be arched. The longer the stance, the more it will arch. Now we're going to intentionally undo that arch. Push your hands forward like you're trying to push a wall over in front of you. As you imaginarily push against that wall, bring your belly muscles back. Bring your belly muscles back some so your low back gets longer. Yes, notice that you're still upright. It's just more engaged. Keep that engagement and bend your front knee a little deeper. Good. Breathe. Exhale, hands down the block, step forward. Inhale, flat back pose. Exhale, step the left foot back and sink down through the heel slowly. Plant both feet and naturally notice your spine change its articulation. The longer you make your stance, the more your spine will have to arch. Turn your palms forward and push against an imaginary wall. Feel the resistance on that wall so the belly muscles go back a little. You're still upright. You're just engaged. Yes, stay upright. Good. And then bend the front knee a little deeper, keeping that core engagement. Exhale, bring the hands all the way down to the mat. And we're going to go back to plank pose this time. Push down with your feet and hands. You can be in full plank or kneeling plank. Then take your left knee into your nose. Breathe. Switch legs. Breathe. Downward facing dog pose. Listen carefully, we don't do this pose that often. From downward facing dog, you're going to step your left foot in between your right arm and leg. So it's like almost off the mat. Yep. Once the foot is planted, rock your hips back and notice the stretch on the outer leg. Good. Rock it forward and then come back to downward dog. Try the other side. From downward dog, bring the right foot forward and then across underneath your armpit. Sink your hips back and notice the stretch. Bend the knee and step back. Walk it to the front of your mat. Shift your weight into your feet. Inhale, lift up high into the sky. Extend through your knees and extend through your elbows. Just try to get long and spacious. Notice, did you choose to get long and spacious in your front or in your back or both? Given what we learned about our low back today. Exhale, hands to your heart. Put the hands down by the side and turn the palms forward. Gently squeeze the elbows and shoulders back, broadening your chest. But try not to arch your spine. From here, shift your weight into your right foot and push down through your right foot. So you can push down so much that with your right foot that your left foot just naturally gets lighter, like it's hovering on the floor. Good. Do the opposite. Shift your weight into your left foot and push down through your whole left foot. Do it so much that your right foot just hovers on the floor. Shift back to the first side, do the same thing. Then slowly bring your left knee straight up in front and then straight back, warrior two pose as you turn open. You can take one hand to your low back, one hand to your belly, and just notice how your spine adjusts in the open hip stance pose. Breathe. If you want to do some articulation with your spine, you can. Good. Put the left hand behind your back and then inhale, lift the right arm up. Reverse warrior. Exhale over side angle pose. Turn and look down at the floor. And then bring both hands down. The fingertips can touch the floor or blocks. Try to rest your belly on your front thigh. If you want, you can turn that back heel up or keep it turned open. You choose. Then if you're there, push down with your front foot so your front fingertips hover for a second, engaging the core. Good job. Downward facing dog pose. Walk it to the front of your yoga mat. Shift your weight into your feet and then inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Turn the palms open and broaden across your chest as you open and squeeze your shoulder blades. Take a moment, shift your weight all the way into your left foot as you press down so much you can just hover your right foot. Try the same thing to the right side. And then go back to the left side again. Once you have your balance, keep pressing down with your left foot. Inhale, bring up your right knee, and then swoop it back, warrior two, as you turn open. Good. You can put your left hand on your belly and your right arm behind your back. And just notice or work on the curve of your spine, feeling for what feels balanced and stable through your hips and torso. Swoop the left arm forward and up, reverse warrior. And then exhale, tip over, side plank. No, side angle, not side plank. Turn your body to look down and bring both arms down. The fingertips can frame your foot. You can touch the ground or hover them for a little more core engagement. Breathe. Place your hands down and step back, downward facing dog pose. Drop down to your knees and sit back, child shape. In child shape, let your head get heavy and your hips get heavy so your low back gets full. Receive some calming breaths into the back of your ribs, into your low back. Bring your hands out in front again if they're not already. And push your left knee forward and wide. And then take your foot across. So you're in, it's called pigeon pose. So the shin is kind of on the diagonal across your mat, underneath your body. You can back your right leg up, but only do so that your hips are still level to the ground. We don't want to collapse into our hip like this today. We want to stay level to the ground. Now notice, if you walk your hands back, how it arches your low back. And then notice how if you walk your hands forward and maybe get onto your elbows, it fills in your low back. Choose whichever shape feels better for your body, and let's breathe there. Remember, yoga is about balance. It's about, sometimes our habits are comforting, but they're not actually good for us. So when you're choosing whichever one feels better, think about it in terms of which one brings you to balance, not necessarily which one makes you more comfortable. Because sometimes we're just comfortable with a bad habit. I think as we grow more aware of our body, it becomes harder for us to keep those things up. Step back, downward facing dog. And then bring the right shin forward for the second side. On some level, it's not like a moral thing, like, oh, I shouldn't be doing that. It's like, oh, I'm noticing that this isn't feeling right for my body, and that might just cause me to shift. You get to choose upright with the arching of the spine or coming down low to fill in the spine. Do what feels better to you. Good. Now roll onto your right hip and swing your left leg all the way around to the front of your mat. If you've got blocks, this is actually easier with blocks. And you're going to put them on the setting. Honestly, it doesn't matter what setting, but I'm doing the middle setting so I can kind of wrap my hands around them. You don't have to get your legs off the ground, but you're going to think about getting your legs off the ground. Put your hands next to your hips and push down so much that maybe your hips get off the ground. Breathe here. And then lower down. If your hips didn't get off the ground, that's all right. Just focus on it, and you'll still get the engagement and the benefit of this action. Once again, tone your hands, make them strong, and push straight down into the earth as you lift up. Good. Those of you who want to try lifting your hips off the ground, you'll probably bring your legs a little closer, and you're going to pull your knees and your core up in the front of your leg muscles up as well. Give it a shot. Last round. Your hips will swing, or you'll start with your hands more forward if you're going to lift your legs off the ground. Good. Relax it out. Put the legs out in front and just drop forward for a second. Relax your body. Notice how this fills in your low back. It might even round it, which is okay. One more round. You're going to try to do this for 3 to 5 breaths. Sustain the pose however you wish. Push down and lift up your core. And relax. Nice work. Put the legs out in front, but lift the knees up some. And stretch your hands out like this, like they're resting on a coffee table. Slowly sink your low back as you sit back. Maybe your hands come to your knees, or your knees come to your hands, or your shins, I guess, is better. Breathe. Good. Cross your ankles. Inhale, rise up. Gently bring the low back in. A little is a lot here. Don't do as much as you maybe could. Open. Think more length than you do arch. And then relax it. Hang your spine. Remember which shin is in front. Inhale, come back up. Bring the knees up. And start to sit your low back. With the hands out in front, bring the knees up or the hands down or some combo of the two. Breathe. Cross your ankles, other side this time, and extend up. Less is going to be more in this shape. Don't overextend your low back in here. Our hips are nice and low. You don't have to do that. And then drape it forward. Inhale, come back up. Bring the knees up. Same exact sequence. Sit back with your low back. Go nice and slow. Then bring your shins up to your fingertips. toes up to eyeball height. More challenge, start to straighten the legs a little more. Good. First shin in front, inhale, rock up. You're extending your spine, but you're not overarching. You're not creating compression. And then exhale, drop forward. Inhale, come back up. Bring your knees up. Sit your low back back and lift your shins up. Last round, you can do it. Keep breathing. Other shin in front. Inhale, lift up high. Some of you were rushing out of that pose. I saw you. Exhale, bow forward. You're like, he said we're done. I'm out of here. Rock forward, come up and over your shins. Hands and knees, walk your knees back. And then push your hands back into a squat pose. Try to drop your pelvis low in your squat pose today. Good. Plant your feet and push down on the ground to come up. Stand in mountain pose. Take your left hand up on top of your head and gently drop it to the left. Breathe here. Take your right hand wide, like you're brushing something aside, and then tuck it behind your back. Soften your back into your forearm. Rotate to center and start to change sides, taking the head over to the right. Gently brush something aside on the left. Second side. Roll it back to center. Press down with your hands and push up so you're on your tippy toe. Stay balanced from big toe to pinky toe on both feet. Breathe here. Good. Plant your heels back down. Shift your weight. You can step forward with your left foot a little bit. Bring your fingertips together underneath you. And then slowly draw your right toes back as far as they'll go on the mat. And then gently, as you lift your toes, slide your fingers out in front of you. Just keep sliding your fingers out in front as you lift your back leg. It's like a warrior three, but it's very abbreviated because we're working on toning our core in a stable place rather than balancing. Come back up. Try to go with my instructions. Try not to jump ahead into the pose. It's about keeping core stability the whole time. Come back to neutral. Step your right foot forward. And then as you bring your weight over, touch your fingertips together underneath you. Now, slide your left toe back as far as they'll go. So everyone's supposed to do this. You're just balancing left toe, big toe down, and you're on your right foot. Pause. Control your core. You're leaning forward a little bit here. Now, slowly, as you lift the toe, if you lift it at all, slide the fingertips forward. Now you can go into any depth of the pose you wish. Good. Come back up. How was your low back? Was it arching or was it full? Let's try again. Left foot forward, lean forward. Bring the toe back so you're still balancing. And then slowly start to push your hands and back foot away from each other. Is your low back arching or is it full? What's your habit? What's going to give you the most strength? Inhale back up. Sometimes, honestly, in this clap pose, both are good. It's just about bringing your body to balance. It's just about challenging our tendency. Step the right foot forward, lean forward. Left toe back. Go at your own pace. Pay attention to your low back. You can keep that toe on the ground if you want and just send the arms out in front. You'll still get the benefit. You choose. It's not about working on balance. It's about being mindful of our core. Keep breathing. Notice how your breathing pattern might change as you try to go deeper. Good. Inhale back up. Feel in your body. We're doing one more round on each side. You might just intentionally do the opposite. If you were arching, you're going to fill. If you are filling, you're going to arch. Just do whichever one kind of feels maybe the opposite. Maybe you were already challenging a habit, and so you'll just do it again. Left foot forward, right leg back. About 5 breath counts. Whenever you're ready, progress at your own pace. You know what we're doing now. And come back up. Right foot down, left leg back, second side, last round. Your own pace, 5 breath counts. Inhale, back up. Good job. Bring your arms up high into the sky. Extend your spine on all sides. Extend your elbows. Exhale, relax down. Good. Just take a moment standing in mountain. Those long holds like that, especially if we're really challenging our habit, you might notice some tension. As you stand in mountain, just scan your body and did you bear any extra tension? And if you did, just make space. Like for me, I'm noticing the back of my neck. I'm just going to let my back of my neck get more spacious. You're changing habits. Sometimes other parts of your muscle group start to engage and employ. You might just notice things that you hadn't noticed before. You notice any tightness or tension, just make space in that area with your breath or with your movement. Good. Then slowly step your feet apart and let's drop down into a squat pose again. When you're ready, you'll come down to your knees and sit back between your heels or on props between your heels. In this shape, kneeling shape, remember the teaching from the beginning of the class about your pelvis like a bowl and rock back and forward, trying to see if there's a new sense of equilibrium in your pelvis. Rest your hands on your thighs or your lap and just concentrate on watching your breath. Practice making your breath long and slow, like you're sipping in the littlest amount of air continuously for the longest period of time. And then you're letting out that air as little bit as a time continuously for as long as you can. You're lengthening the duration of your inhale and your exhale. Try to pay attention to a steady, thin stream of air in and out. And then you might start to notice where that breath is. Where is it filling up? Where is it exhaling from? Just a few more moments paying attention to your breathing. Gently twist to your right. Gently twist to your left. Come back to center. Slowly slide your hands down. And come out of pose. Then you'll sit back onto a seat, cross-legged seat, before you outstretch your legs, nice and wide. You're going to reach your fingertips straight out without leaning forward yet. Yeah, stay upright, actually, like we worked on. Notice that the pelvis is like a bowl. And think about keeping your spine steady and strong, not overstretching in any way. And if you want, you're going to start to move your fingertips towards your toes. Maybe you'll get there, maybe not. No problem. Without straining any part of your spine. You can get to your toes. Some of you will be able to go over your toes and go down the sole of your foot a little bit. Don't overstretch. Just notice your body. Notice your spine. Inhale, come back up. Bring the knees, the legs in, legs outstretched. You're going to pull your left foot in. Put your left hand behind you and gently turn towards it. Okay. Listen carefully. I'm going to try a newer pose today. You're going to walk your foot wide and let your knee fall in. I'm going to lean onto my side to do this. You might need to do so as well, so this hip is cleared. Depends on your mobility. Leaning onto my side in so that the foot, now I can bring the foot back. So the toes kind of pointing kind of back behind me. I got to keep my hip up. Then we start to work. Some of us are going to get both sit bones down. That's fine. If you don't get both sit bones down, you're going to take a block and you're going to put that block under the opposite hip. You can put several blocks under that opposite hip so that you've got clearance, you've got space in your hips. Okay? If that's like just doesn't feel right on your knee, you're going to skip it today. Another option is just to bend the straight leg. Now for the actual pose that the new pose, we're going to take that knee and we're going to open it. My friend says, open it like a gate. So that left knee was pointing straight ahead. It's going to point 90 degrees. So the toes now are going behind you. I'm going to turn my angle so that you can see what I mean. But I think everyone's got it. So my knee was pointing straight ahead. And then I open the knee out like a gate. 90 degrees. This is our pose. You can work on making yourself more upright. Breathe here. Some people are going to reach their right hand towards their right shin or toes. Good. When you're ready, you're going to come out of the pose. Neutralize your knees. Straighten your legs for a second. Bring your right foot up, right knee up, and pull your right hand back. Gentle twist. Then lean onto your left side. We're just doing the second side now. And bring the knee down. Okay. Some of you are going to be able to sit all the way up. Good for you. Just go for it. Next stage is to open that knee like a gate. Almost you're going to have to sit up like myself on a block. And we can open the bent knee almost 90 degrees, if not 90 degrees. Good. Breathe here. Center that leg. Both legs outstretched, nice and long. And slowly make your way onto your back. We're going to do one bridge pose for 3 breaths, or 3 bridge poses, 1 breath each. You choose what you'd rather do. Float your shins, stretch them to touch your toes to the sky. And then slowly put your right leg on the floor and twist to your right. Come back to neutral. Bring up your shins. Push your toes to the sky. And then put your left leg on the floor. Twist to the left. Inhale back to center. See if there's a final pose that you'd like to take for your body. And go ahead. Squeeze your legs together. Then relax them. Squeeze your arms together against your body. And then relax them. Breathe. Relax from the practice and rest.
Start to stretch the body.
Press up to a comfortable seat. Thanks for practicing. Namaste.